Okay. Greetings. All right, just testing. All right, this is the chat portion of the webinar. Thank you everyone for posting your questions. Oh yeah, I'm going to um, the Ivan University. I'm going to bring it back, but more as it should be, more of like a school lessons to upgrade your abilities, more like homework type thing. I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of it, but it's something that you can you know, it'll be added on. So it's like kind of like like a written, not a test, but kind of like a short essay type thing. Help do clearings and things like that to help you up your abilities. It's not going to be for everybody, but either way, it's going to be. It'll always be something new that'll be added to it. So that's the plan. So that'll come out maybe tomorrow. See how much time I have available. Trying to figure out the logistics of it. So that'd be kind of cool. So no Zoom thing like that, none of that. Just it's all gonna be kind of a written type test situation. It'll be homework basically. hmm So you never know. See how it goes. It'll keep evolving though. All right, Priscilla's here. Off screen, of course. All right, going to your questions. Crystal, any messages? I do see just the Yeshua energy there. That's connecting to you. Water is a good energy to connect to. As for your own cleansing, and I don't know if I said this last time. Travel is good. Travel in different places. I just see like the emerald is it's good for you. You know, that type of crystal. Any messages on the vision board I started? No, that's good. Yeah. Of course, I don't know how much details on it, but it's yeah, I hope you manifest. Also help you heal the past too. Chris, I met my own friend today, and he talked a couple hours, and after I left, I did feel a bit sick. Where was it? Because I connected with this person. Oh, he just wasn't well. Yeah, I mean, he just mm, he has a lot of attachments. So yeah, it's good to clear your energy, and you can do an energy clearing on him. Just protect yourself because he's not in a good state. Yeah, it's just his energy is kind of grayish. Yeah, he has a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. So yeah, he's not doing well. I'm not sure how long he's gonna live. Uh, yeah. So yeah, it's just yeah, he's not. It's like I almost feel like he's dying. Question two, second person owes me money. I've told him to send it many times. Does he likes to play with me, or do I get my money this week? Well, I wouldn't say he's trying to play you, but he just doesn't want to. He's just scummy. So, um, yeah, you kind of have to lay down the law, but just be careful. It's like, I just say, I need my money this week. And it just teaches you not to, give any money to anybody anymore. I'm not sure if you'll get it, but he's not one to get pay it back. So he's just trying not to. The best you can, but just keep yourself safe too, because you don't want to cause any problems for yourself. Chrissy. What is my job duty as a galactic ambassador? Mm, um, as you know, keeping the peace. Negotiator, diplomat, of course. Negotiating, the health and well-being of, planets planets have been affected by war. I feel like in Lyra, it feels like you're, when that after the Orion Wars, feel like you're just helping rehabilitate some of the planets, rebuild them. If it was impossible. Question 2: what places do I get sent to as a galactic emissary? That's kind of like part 1 of your question. I get sent to Mars and deal with that mess during its early stages of decline. I want to say, well, you were there as like an Arturian, but it seems like you got pulled into it and just incarnated there. Maybe a soul hijacking possibly happened. It does feel like you got attacked when you were there, physically. I don't know, go by what your feeling is. Feels like you kind of got trapped in the reincarnation cycle. It was a bit of an ambush, it seems. Jeez. So yeah, now you're here. Feels like your son wasn't involved with you getting taken down, but I feel like he didn't do much to stop it either. I'm not sure if he could, but he might have actually felt a bit responsible for it. Well, because he didn't do a whole lot. He didn't know. Yeah, he was there. It was his watch. Not that he was watching that closely, but always feels like he felt, responsible. At least from the greatest perspective. Uh, Annie, one of my students is seeing visions of scary creatures with an oval head in her bedroom. By a door, can you tell me who it is or what it she attracted? Huh. Huh. Almost get like a tall white energy from it, at least from that region. Yeah, it's almost trying to take her soul. It's just a trickster being, I would just do an energy cleansing on it. I mean, some might say it's neutral and all that, but I don't know. Still pretty questionable. So we got issues. Question 1: I recently joined a gym and met a young trainer, Abby. We connected right away. He told me connection. It's a Palladian being. You also know her in Andromeda. But she herself's like an ambassador. But here she's just, a gym trainer, which is kind of similar to an ambassador role, you can say, to some level. Here, 1 second, let me do. I try to light something, but I'm not sure if I'm getting anywhere. Some sage. I guess I have to do some sage. You have to poke a hole in it or something. Um, Jane, would writing my non-dominant hand help me create more creativity? With my non-dominant, no, maybe, or cause more frustration. I mean, if you feel need to do so, I'm not sure if it'll cause more creativity. I mean, you got to kind of get used to it first, but if you feel the drive to do so, then do it. Yeah, because it gets your mind to think differently in a different way. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Um, any messages for me concerning enhancing my creativity in writing? Well, I mean, well, to do that, I get like writing poetry if you want. You don't have to go by all the sonnet, the scales of it. It's short if you're even interested in it, something like that. You can write about nature or something along those lines, whatever you're interested in, or like the places you've been. You can kind of like write something about it, almost in a poem type way or a song form. Um, Songwriting is a creative endeavor, but you can write like a poem for the places that you've been to, kind of like a healing energy. Cloud waterfall. This is me having to wait 3 to 5 years for student financial aid. I was hoping I could get it this year. I've been needing it for many years. I don't know if you'll ever get it at this point. You got to catch up back. I mean, you have to, or find other financial aids, or if you're waiting for years, I don't know. I mean, you might get it, but you might want to look for other options too. Apply to other grants, and I imagine you'll find some. Feels like you'll. I mean, if you've had it happen in the past, I don't see why it can't happen again. So you might want to broaden your. I wouldn't keep waiting. I would just look for other places. Can you tell me some of the bad karma my abusive mother will get in her life? I was told and hitting her now. Or her looks are going to go away, and she's just going to get old and ugly, basically. Well, basically, she starts looking like a troll. The way you treat people, you start looking like it, like a creature. So, and also her mind feels like she's not going to be able to think very clearly. Yeah. And yeah, when she does finally pass, it might be cruel and ugly. So that's due to her karma. Same things go for your sister too. Both of them are kind of a mess. So yeah, it might have been fun, taunting everybody, but it comes back to him eventually. Bobby. Oh wait, no, Angel. Ori. I haven't seen any orbs or supernatural activity in my camera since January 1st. Does this mean I'm spiritually leveled up? Queen cycle of healing? Not necessarily. Just they're not around right now. I mean, they're around, but they don't need to show themselves. So yeah, just they're not. I mean, they're around. They're just not poking around for you to see them. I almost like they're giving you a bit of a break. I mean, you don't need to see them constantly. They'll be back. I think you're just taking a break. Did my last ex do witchcraft against me? Try to steal my abilities? I don't think he's that advanced. He's not that. I don't think he's all that. No, he might have entities around you, that's causing trouble, but I was thinking just entities trying to drain your energy and trying to get you to think about them and stuff like that. But it feels like just, it just, also you're going through your own process too. I would think you're more just paranoid. And sometimes says paranoid because he's just kind of nuts. So, Bobby, it was mentioned in channeling by the Orion calendar, which ended up opening a rabbit hole That's cool. From my religion, way humans are getting their energy siphon, I was connecting dots, flashbacks on this. Felt like random, but at the same time, it was meant for me to find. Am I tapping into my inner knowing? Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, that's a major clearing. So, Orion, yeah, Orion sectoid beings. Yeah, Orion War, but I feel like insectoids. Orion insectoids, whatever you want to go, or the Archon. Yeah, it's like you do tap into their frequency, you do take their power. I feel you do. I mean, they're abusing it all the time anyway, so when you do some of your power work, no, I don't think see it as a negative, but it feels like you kind of access some of their abilities. Either way, yeah, I just do what you can with that. Question two: DMT Trickster has been popping up my energy lately. I've never done DMT. Why is my connections with DMT Trickster Collective? I would think because the Orion stuff you're tapping into, that's kind of like the Orion stuff's a rabbit hole. I would say that's the main reason. Always, is that's what the vibe I get. Yeah, you kind of walked into a realm of yourself that. So you went into your own knowledge, your deeper self. So now you get DMT being. So you are kind of DMT yourself, and that's why you can see them because we are all we're energies. We're all kind of drugs. We're all you know. Of course, we're here in a human, but our energy gives off a frequency. To the DMT realm, it feels like one of your hangouts. You can say it's not negative. It's just whatever. It's where all the weirdos are, I guess, right? Guess that's everywhere, but it's weird there. Jillian, uh, woke short, awoke shortly ago in a news surgical scar. I have had pain in my healers. I saw metal implants so inside my lower lip. Jeez. And it said it was not from the humans. What grays? Some kind of hybrid program. Yeah, they're kind of energy stalking you a little bit. It feels like it's hybridization related. So you're resisting it, so they're kind of messing with you mentally. Yeah, they're mad at you. So go by what you feel on that. I'm burning sage if anybody's wondering the noises. What is my connection to the Titans? I think you're asking a lot here. Who was I? I don't know. Influence history, themes, character. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's. I mean, you knew Prometheus. Well, this isn't a Titan, but you knew Hera. Almost like you turn her hair into snakes. It might have been connected to Circe. I think Circe was a Titan. I think. Um, yeah, there's some. Yeah, I would think Circe is your connection, but I'm not sure if she's a Titan or Olympian. I think she's a Titan. You're just reversing spells, obviously, and you also have connections to what is it? The Druids, in a good way. Like I don't know if Druid mythology has a mythology. Diane, am I start? Am I starting to remember events from the past lives? You ask, you tell me. I think so. If you're getting some, I mean, you're asking that, so I would think some of that is kind of coming through. So, which can be a little bit, yeah, intense. Well, I see your mother's energy there. Well, she was your daughter at some point. Feels like she didn't live very long either. There's a lifetime where she didn't. She lived a short life. As your kid, yeah, like 1800s. Sarah, question one. Just over a week ago, I was sitting on my bed when I heard a huge high buzz in my right ear. High pitch. I was writing my notebook when this occurred. Who was it, and was it from where it came from? Who originated a reason and the message? I don't know if that can even be meant. I think it's from your relationship you're connected to, and or something like that, or just Babylonia in general. Just not necessarily Babylon during that time, but it was ancient times. The geisha feels like you're there at the very beginning. At some point, maybe not exactly the beginning, like the second generations, like look at when it started up. So I give you like a couple of, sometime after that. And you were kind of the lead, you were just very innocent, but you're just like, hey, I'm popular. Shit. And I think some of that's connected to you now too, as you can. Yeah, that's a good one to go. That's good you're doing this. That's a good clearing for sure. 'Cause you always had a good heart with all that. So, Michaela, guidance on my home situation. I didn't really do we have any options right now. Rentals are in high demand in my city. I'm going to check out uh caravan to rent as a small holding in this city temporary option. I'm only considering because it's in nature. My other option is to stay with my grand and aunt, who I don't prefer. No, don't do that. No, I think the caravan's a good idea, actually, if you're up for it. Hmm. Uh, I don't know the whole story of a caravan, but you don't want it breaking down. Let's put it that way, if I'm right about what it is. Yeah, just as long as it's in decent shape, or just living in one in general, and where it doesn't travel. Uh, I mean, just living in a caravan park, just have to look up for robberies and stuff like that, so you don't get robbed. But that you don't need a whole lot. That can work. You just have to feel it out. I think the caravan thing is a good idea. Oh, it's only a temporary option though. I think you can make that long term, but of course it's up to you. Ask for a message from two beings, Mother Earth and my mother in spirit. Is it January 9th is the day she passed? Oh wow. Oh, I don't think that was this year. Mother Earth, yeah, you're just wondering about yourself. So yes, feel free if you get pulled by nature, please do. Uh, yeah, interesting. The Crab Nebula you're connected to. You've been around around crabby people, as you can see. You've always been like an unconventional being, so yeah. So that's kind of intense energy being around crab type beings, as you can imagine, kind of like another war planet. So yeah, it's you're clearing out the karma with that. You're coming more into your own power. And next is Mother and Spirit. She is leading. Yeah, she's the Mother and Spirit's bringing you more to nature. Of course, you have confusion because you're connected to your father's energy also. So you just gotta do what's best for you, which you are working on. Yeah, because in other lifetimes you gave your power away, as you can probably imagine that. Yeah, you're not used to taking your power back. Because it's been think about the history of the world. It's been kind of rough. Not that it's changing. Los Angeles is on fire. 1 to 11. Can you tell me what is the fog over the world that's making people and animals sick when they go out? Some say it's chemical. No, it's more astral attacks. I would say the reptilians, Orions, things like that. Yeah, this is more of a galactic attack of. Oh, it's just yeah, just keep people confused. Yeah, it's only so far I want to tap into that because you can imagine it's kind of like a smoke screen, right? It's beyond government. Government's not that advanced. Question to him if feeling depressed lately is just the energy of the times or something. I think it has to do with the weather. Your empathic energy is connected to the weather. Coffee. Mm. Drink some coffee. That helps you clear a lot. Seriously though, just look up coffee. That what it's good for. It's good for depression. I think it's just the weather. You see how the world is. It's not really, jumping up and down. It's not exactly doing cartwheels. And you're feeling the energy of people, what they're going through, struggles and everything, financial worries and so on. As many, Kent had a dream about us dancing together, and he said I had side cut on my hair. What does it mean? I think you just remembered a past life. Feels like you're very feline, like your half your head was shaved or something like that, which is kind of interesting. But I feel like there's a feline energy connected. Doesn't mean you were a cat, but that's kind of cool. You're kind of punk rocker, it seems. I think he just remembers it. I do feel Mars from that. Mars, Venus, like you're from Venus and he's from Mars type of thing. Yeah, that's cool. But don't think you have to connect unless you want to. If you want to connect to him, that's fine. But he just remembering, that's all. Just don't use that as a reason. Oh, maybe I should connect to this guy, even if you're not sure. Just follow what you feel is best. As for relationship and all that. Do you have any messages from the Arcturians to me about Carl? Follow your intuition there. Feels like it's a good energy. Yeah, what is your first feeling on it? It seems like it's all right, but it's up to you. What you want to live in your own personal life. How do you see your life? What do you want it to be? You got a choice. It's good. It's good. You have options. Basco, any messages from higher guidance to me? Well, you see, the world is technically burning, at least in Los Angeles. That's the end of Hollywood, you can say, at least the Hollywood purge. So you are in a time of, it does feel like you're, part of you is like a reporter too, like you're, a historian and all that. So, you're here yeah, why you're here is not completely clear, but that's okay. But you have other talents connected to you. But yeah, you're here to, I don't want to say watch the world burn, but kind of. hear it transition into something else, hopefully better, and also what you can learn from it. I definitely feel like you have Alpha Centauri connections. What does that mean? Well, you have to kind of feel it out. There's other versions of Earth. What happened up to an astral? So I see Novak as a bartender. And you're listening to, I feel like you've been a secret agent in your past too. But the Galactics, almost like in a Star Wars type environment. And Novak's kind of like someone that's feeding you information. Like you're like Kojak or something. Oh, seriously. Maybe not with the bald head, but like you're investigating like a cop, undercover cop, and Novak feels like he's there, helping you out for the most part. Yeah, I just think of it as like a shady reality, but that's quite cool though, being a detective. It's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes type alien realm, something like that. But Novak is a reptilian being you're talking to. That's kind of cool. That's from somewhere. So, yeah. All right. I want to thank you for posting your questions. And I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, the audio recorded. All right. Blessings.